Good afternoon, everyone. It is Monday and it's craft time. So, because it's almost officially summer, but not quite yet, but it's June, it's summer. And lots of kids have already finished up school or are just finishing up school this week. So what you're going to need is a couple of sheets of just copy paper or thin paper. You could do this with wrapping paper. Would be really cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a couple squares. So what I'm going to do is I am going to fold this. I'm going to fold two. I'm going to do a purple one and a pink one. I'm going to fold them at the same time so my triangles are going, or my squares are going to be the same size. So I'm going to go ahead like that. Okay, so I folded both of them at the same time. It doesn't matter if it's in the middle because when I cut it, it is going to make a perfect square. And it is a right triangle because it has a 90-degree right angle right here. So that makes it a right triangle. And right triangles also have this side and this side are the same size and this side is bigger. So, two different things about a right triangle. Who knew that we'd do a little math or geometry? Okay, so there are my two pieces. And I'm actually, because this is thin, I'm going to fold them at the same time so that the bottom and the top of my butterfly looks the same. I also need to have a pipe cleaner. You can even do this with string, but the antennae aren't going to work as well. But you could tie this together with string. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the fold, and I am going to start folding back and forth. Okay, so that you can see this. I'm going to show you. Okay, so back and forth like this. Okay. And I'm going back and forth. So I want you to see. I'm going back, and this side is lined up with the other side, like that. And then I go like this, and it lines up with the bottom. And if it gets a little crooked, that's okay too. It doesn't matter. It's not totally a disaster if it doesn't line up. Okay, so I'm going to zigzag that, fold it nice and flat, and just so that you can see, I'm going to show you. So this is what the butterflies look like, and they're super cute, and it was so easy to make. And that one was with smaller triangles. So this is bigger triangles because I wanted to try and make it so that it was a little easier. So now I'm gonna do the same zigzag on the other side so that both of my zigzags on both sides are going to fit together and be uniform zigzag folds. So back and forth. I'm going to do that until the whole thing is done. Zigzag, back and forth. I don't need any glue for this, which is great. You can decorate. So if you wanted to color and decorate your wings, I would suggest doing it before you fold it, because after you fold it and put it together, it's going to be impossible. Okay, so this is what your thing looks like. And because I folded it all together at the same time, now I need to pull it apart. And so now I have two, top and bottom of my butterfly. Okay, so I'm going to hold that fold. I'm going to hold the fold. Okay, so here we go. And I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and I am going to kind of fold it in half. I'm going to put it right here in the middle. Okay, like that. So 1, is going to go around this way and come up like that. This one is going to come down and around. So that makes this little center and holds the whole thing together. And then I'm going to twist the two pipe cleaner tops together a couple times to make sure that it's nice and taut. I'm going to turn down, I'm going to curl down the his little antennas like that. Curl it down so the sharp end is like curled up like that. Okay, so there you are. So there is the center of my butterfly. Okay, and I'm gonna go like this because now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open up my bottom and top, and I'm gonna just scrunch it a little in the center. Okay, so there's one part, and I'm just making that scrunch in the middle just to kind of help hold it open. Okay, like that. I'm gonna do a couple scrunches down so you can see it's really coming together. It's really easy too. Okay. And so here we are. You can decide which side you like. So here are here's my antenna. Here's my butterfly. You could make a whole garland of this so that it would fold up. Or you could just make one. You could make it on a stick, on a popsicle stick, or even hot glue it to just like stick it in the outdoors. And then you can fly it around kind of like that. You can play games with it. You could hang it from a string and make a whole mobile of them. You can make different size triangles. So this one was small triangles that were about like this size. Every different size triangle you make gives you a different butterfly. I love this craft. It is super easy. It's awful cute. 3D, cool folds, no glue necessary, just a couple of pieces of paper, some scissors, and your pipe cleaners. Hugs to you all. Miss Amy, happy creating and happy summer.